welcome back to the MANN channel. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to provide an update on the shop build. So earlier this year, I debuted a new series that was all about building a shop, a live-in shop on this property. And I intend on filming the progress of that and what's gonna happen with it and everything. And since then, I've done a lot of work on getting things set up. But as of right now, I'm kind of in a holding pattern. I did get all the stuff lined up for it. In some of my previous videos, I showed my plans that we paid for. I got those submitted to the city and approved. I got concrete lined up. I got most of the other work lined up with somebody here nearby to do that. And then I've got, you know, electrical, plumbing, all the stuff that goes along with it, all lined up to go. But then there was a step that kind of stopped me, and now I'm in a holding pattern, and I'll explain that here at the end after I talk about this property and how the shop's gonna lay out. So that's what I'm gonna cover right now. Is I'm gonna walk around the property and basically show you how the shop is intended to be on here and the living space and all that. So I'm gonna walk around. So where I'm at on the property right now, this spot right here, so here's the camper obviously. So this spot, in fact, I could probably find the pin. Oh yeah, here it is right here. Here's the pin for the edge of my property. So it's basically the middle of this like alleyway right here. And you can see there's my power pole I put in last year. So this is the very edge of the property, and you can see that this lot is open next to us. I'm sure something will get built here eventually. But I believe the shop, the way I have it laid out on the property for the plans, I believe the shop, the north end of it, will basically butt up against where the camper sits right now. And I intend to have a deck on this side for the upper level, for the second level living space. So if you imagine on top of the camper and a deck coming out basically across the camper, and then this space right here, there'll be a 14 by 12 shop door right there, and that's the side that I'll park the boat and trailer in. And I intended it so that I might be able to pull through. And I know while there's nothing built here, I'll be able to pull through. I might have to put a tire on their property or something to get it all the way out. And then maybe when there's something built here, I won't be able to do that anymore. I'm not sure. But until then, it'll be a pull through. So that's how the north end of this is going to look. There will be an entry or exit door from the living space right about here underneath of the deck. On the back of the shop. So now we'll come over here to the east side of the property, and basically where the truck and boat are parked right now is going to be the front of the living space, because there will be an entry door over here. It'll be what is the northeast corner of the shop that will be the 2-level living area. And the entry door will be somewhere right on here. We just have to be 30 feet off of the curb. So, you know, if I'll walk 30 feet in right now. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So it looks as though, I'm pretty sure the way we have it laid out on the plans. So I just walked it out. It looks like the edge is somewhere right here. But I'm pretty sure the way we have it laid out in the plans, it might be a little bit further this way. So maybe it's only 20 feet off the curb. I'm not sure. I know we'll have about the next 8 to 10 feet on that side. And I'll just go over here next. So if you think about the edge of the shop on this side, the west edge, all we're going to do over here is we're going to have, and I'll cut these trees back, but we're just going to have basically a dog run for our dog. So we'll have a dog door on the side of the shop, and the dog will be able to come out here and go to the bathroom. I'll probably have the gate, I'll probably have a fence that goes all the way up to the front edge of that house. But obviously you know, coming off of the edge of this gate or this fence right here. So it goes straight up and then come over to the edge of the shop and then come back. So this will just be a dog run, so the dog can go to the bathroom. So now if I walk up towards the front here, so where I'm walking right now will be where the truck and boat will go. So you can actually see, you can actually imagine the truck and boat being parked inside. It's actually pretty close to, as far as the north and south setting that it's sitting at right now, it's pretty close to what it would be inside the shop. Because the driveway will all be sitting up here. So probably from about where I'm standing up will all be a driveway in the front. And then there's going to be at this end there will be two 14 by 12 garage doors. And this will be the side that we pulled the truck and boat into. And then and actually I'm thinking about changing this door. Originally it was designed as a 12 by 14, a 12 width by 14 foot high door, so that we could put our camper in it until we start building a living space. But now, based on timing, we may not need that anymore. I might change this to a 10 foot by 12 foot wide door, so that we might be able to put in a couple vehicles, maybe even 16 foot wide, I'm not sure. So we'd be able to park a couple of smaller vehicles on this side in front of the living space, because there will be about 24 feet from the garage door to where the living space starts. And I'm also going to put an entry or exit door right on the corner going out this way. There wasn't enough room between the big doors in the front to do that in the middle. So there'll be one right here, and the concrete will go around. There will also be at the entry door onto the main entry door to the living space over there. We'll have a sidewalk going up to it. This will all be concrete in here. And then you come over to the living space, and I would say, you know, it's probably somewhere around here the living space will start, and it'll go all the way up to the ceiling, which the ceilings are going to be, I think the interior walls go up 16 feet, and then it gets to the trusses. So so the upper floor on the very side, the very east side will be slightly shorter, so maybe like 7-ish feet, but then it'll come up and it'll be taller in the middle. And then we're gonna have master bedroom here, and and then a bathroom right here. Entry door comes in, basically a great room with a kitchen and living. And then there'll be stairs where you go to the end of the kitchen and living room and come over like this, and it'll be right next to the exit entry door here, going out that way under the deck. You'll go to a door here, and you can actually go through the door into the shop over here, or somewhere around here you'll go upstairs and go up to the main level. And then at the top of the stairs, I think we did a washer dryer spot, and then there's going to be a bedroom on this end and a bedroom on that end. That bedroom will have the sliding glass door, it goes out onto the deck, and then there'll be a bathroom in the middle right at the top of the stairs. So that is the layout of the shop and the intended build. I was hoping by this point in time that either the concrete would be getting poured, or it would already be done and they'd be starting to work on framing. But in light of recent events, basically my surgery and some of the costs of things, some of the costs of building things and stuff like that, my next step to get the build going was to get financing. And I did work with Bank of Level in town and applied for a construction loan. And basically what it comes down to is, as of right now, because of our current situation, it doesn't show, even though I know I can afford it, and like I think I've said this before, I plan on Airbnb-ing this for like 9 months out of the year when we're not here. And I think it'll actually be an income property for me. Banks don't loan money based on that. They loan money based on what your current situation is and what it looks like, and they don't take into consideration future rental royalty income. They don't take that into consideration. And unfortunately right now, because of you know, medical bills and some other things that are going on, it doesn't look like we have enough room to take on that extra mortgage. So we weren't able to get the financing to start it. So that's kind of on hold right now. But I am working on some things, and even if I can't accomplish something this year, I know I'll be able to do it at some point, whether it's next year or the following one after that. I really hope it's going to be still built by the end of this year, or mostly built by the end of this year. But just waiting on some things. We'll get it figured out, you know. So we're just kind of in a holding pattern right now, unfortunately, and I still plan on filming it. It's just obviously delayed. This will definitely be the last time we park our camper on this property by itself. I'm going to leave it set up. I'm going to leave this property set up to where the hookups are still there, so that if we have friends that come down and want to stay and they have a camper and they want to do that, that they'll be able to hook up to the water, the power, and the sewer hookups. But this season will be the last time this camper, or any camper that we're using, is actually just parked here by itself on the property. And that's because the city, you know, it's actually zoned residential, and this is not typically allowed. We just, when we bought the property, you know, I asked a lot of questions and said, hey, you know, there's no way we're going to be able to build you know, last year when we bought it at the end of March, and I was like, there's no way we're going to be able to get something built before the summer gets here, so we'd like to be able to use it, you know. And I thought for sure, you know, the way things were going, until the financing kind of put a hold on things, I thought for sure we'd have our camper here while stuff is getting built for a period of time. And then I would sell the camper at the end of the season, and then we would just put that money into the place and keep on building. So anyways, that's changed, and now, you know, here we are with the camper on the lot, on the bare lot again. And I already talked to the city about it, and you know, they weren't exactly happy that we're here with our camper again, because there's a couple of neighbors around us that you know, they would like to be able to do that too. But you know, it's different because we're only here for 3 months out of the year, and I think they were insinuating they would want to do that for throughout the year. But anyways, what I'm getting at is the fact that I think we're barely getting away with doing this year. We're not going to be able to do it another season. So if we don't have something built by next season, we're either just going to go back to the campground for a season or a part of a season or whatever, or we're going to Airbnb it in town here. Basically do whatever we need to until we get the shop built. So I've been wanting to provide an update on the shop build for a while, and it's disappointing that I had to provide one that's not where something's been built. So I apologize for that, but life happens. I still think we're fortunate to be where we're at and be able to afford the things we can afford. I'm not gonna sit around and cry about it. We're still having fun at the lake, still doing things. I just thought we'd be a little further along and be able to use a shop pretty soon. So that's it for this video. I hope to be able to provide some more action updates soon. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts on this video or ideas for future videos, please leave them in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and click on that notifications bell so you can be notified of my future videos. I'll see you next week.